This might be the funnest day in the month ever.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Dude, these back channels are hilarious. She's not happy. Jesus Christ.
I know.
She signed up for it. What did she expect?
Well, thank you, Kitover, very much.
It's like a celebrity charity event where you get to dunk the celebrities. Like, tell her to fucking be have a little fucking philanthropy in it. Like, what is wrong with it?
She said she didn't consent to you touching her PTR.
It is the
That
dunk
damn
tank.
Negro touched my PTR. She gotta go walk her PTR now.
Let's catch Nia up on the drama. Nia, Kiva paid $40 so he could goo Monica, and Monica is not happy.
What? No. Roger, you let that go down? And you donated to John's campaign.
It was a campaign donation, and I couldn't do anything. Look, I want to save her. But what can you do? A donation's a donation.
Akima. That's diabolical.
Yes, hey, I did not make that.
Diabolical.
I just took advantage of the opportunity.
Well done. Well done. That was amazing. You know what? We've seen these in a room when like Brad's on a rant and see if anybody like if Diogenes and Brad are in a room together, we might even get a bidding war to see who wants to get gooed. That could be fun.
You know, the dark side rooms, you might already know this, Mojo. The dark side rooms, they do that. Some of the mods.
The homes, yeah.
Yeah, you can pay to have, you can pay the mods that put people in the go, or pay more and kick them out of the room altogether.
Hey, so let Monica know this is not my first time paying somebody. I haven't done it before.
So wait, is she gone for the rest of the night? I mean,
The rest of her life.
Okay.
I gotta say, I shot a reel with that Monica bit there, and it's very funny. It's already got 20 views. It's gonna go viral.
Yes, yep. To reverse it, yep. I'm pretty sure they did not violate any campaign finance laws. And if it did, I'm sure we can explain ourselves around it.
Hey, John, so you know, I just sent another $5. Like, I sent 35, the other $5 there. So I had the honor and the privilege of going fucking Monica. That he was money with us.
Well, anyone can go on a monthly subscription fee to donate to the There is a monthly option, but we've only got 60 days.
Not every day.
Oh, it is going to be every day.
How about this? If you give a monthly subscription option of $100, if you select to give monthly for $100, you can remove people from the stage whenever you want.
Oh my word, that is not fair, Mojo.
And they're always in my
That's not cool.
Hey, Roger, don't tempt me, Roger. Do not fucking tempt me.
So Roger,
So Roger, all you're saying is that we have to do is just self-dox ourselves. That's all we have to do.
okay, so what if I pay the $100 and then I get rid of John Kitover?
Yeah, you can do that. I'm available to be kicked. Campaign needs that much money. I'm willing to sacrifice myself and leave this live stream and head to Emerald Island to go see beautiful college girls drinking Malort.
That's a pure fucking politician right there, and a capitalist. I love it, John.
Are you sure you're not Catholic, John? Because the
I
Catholic
went to
Church
Catholic
every now and
school.
then, but
I've taken the sacrament. I've put the wafer on my tongue.
this makes sense. Now I understand where you get this from.
It's, the crucifix is just a phallus. So putting the phallus on a piece of little wafer, paper bread, ingesting it, it's like getting $40 from Hakima and kicking Monica to the goo. It's transcendent.
This is craziness. This is new heights. In the month has reached a level that I'm clutching my pearls.
All up in the month.
Everybody better clutch their pearls from now on. I promise you. Y'all better clutch your pearls. I'm coming for you.
Monica's already in chillism and she's already a mod. But honestly, the YouTube clips of that bit about kicking her to the goo for $40 is hilarious because there is something funny about her voice, you know, on this live stream. Because a lot of people ask me if they ever watch my stuff and they meet me, they go, "Who are you talking to?" You know, because nobody knows that I'm talking on the social audio chat. But when they hear Monica's voice, you know, it creates dopamine.
Well, anytime my family hears me on this app, they think I'm talking to El Normal. Because El Normal and I used to like go, we used to kind of have heated conversations when this app had to chat, go chat the hallway, the recorded voicemail chats. And so the only person they know on this app is El Normal. So they're always like, is that El Normal? No, it's not.
My ex-boyfriend had an intervention. He was like, "You need to delete this app," because I was like screaming into the phone about the label that it
Hit the subscribe button now.
He was like, "Stop using Clubhouse when I'm around." And then our rule was that I was not allowed to be on this app when he was in my house. Put me on a leash. And that's why I got rid of him. No, ain't no man gonna tie me down. $40 to bring him back. She's a strong, independent woman. I don't need a man.
Is she really in the chillism?
No,
Yes,
spreading.
she's over there all the time.
Spreading
Monica's
gossip
a mod
on
in
the chat.
chillism. She's been a mod in there longer than I'm here. She's been a mod for like a year.
Yeah.
They have White Woman Wednesdays for her.
Yeah, White Wednesdays.
That's what a queen. What a beautiful queen. Yeah, that video's up to 80 views.
I don't think you should put a price on being a chemo.
But Scarlett, what if you get 50?
Because I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, that video's already at 100 views. That one could put us over the top. 2 new subscribers.
The thing is, she's like, Hakima's now a mod, and then of course he's gonna boo you. Like, no mod of.
That was too funny. When I saw the mod, I was looking at my phone over trying to get to that fucking.
He couldn't do it faster than
I just did it. I almost broke my fucking finger out.
So I am going to post in Chicago to try to find, you know, digital content strategists as well, because I figure like now is the time to at least, you know, pull off some more online marketing campaigns, and get people to start asking Darren LaHood the tough questions on X.
I don't think Sarah has donated yet.
I don't.
I'd also just like to offer this brief moment of silence in absence of Monica, that we all take the deepest breath of the day, hold it for 10 seconds and say, I'm a flower.
Said possible donors
Okay, I am gonna head out briefly, and I will return with some food. But before I go, I'd like to read a poem on behalf of the campaign. It's called Greed and Generosity. Look at her face. Open your eyes into her eyes. When she laughs, everyone falls in love. Lift your head up off the table. See, there are no edges to this clubhouse garden. Sweet fruits, every kind you can think of, branches green and always slightly moving. How long should you look at Earth's face? Come back and look again. Now you see the nervous greed deep inside plants and animals. Now you see them constantly giving themselves away. Greed and generosity are evidence of love. If you can't see love itself, see the results. If you can't find love colors in anything, look for the pale, tired face of a lover. Take this clown house town with its stores and everyone rushing around, some with a lot of money, some without any.
Joey, you can stop recording.
Well, I mean, I was just gonna let it, run live.
The reason I ask is we might run music in here.
That's always the danger when I step out of my live stream office. And I think Politically Correct must have played Notorious B.I.G. Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac about like 20 times on me. I had to keep running back to the phone and lowering the volume. They watch and then they try to purge. They watch and purge.
Fun little tactic. You gotta give it to him for that.
Yeah. But the craziest part is like nobody's watching it. But if people go back and they watch some of these rooms that I've recorded, I don't know, I think it's just a sound wall, But if you like create a clip out of what somebody said and it's, very profane and vulgar, now you have, an index of people saying profane, vulgar things.
The issue is there's just too much content. If there was only a couple of clips, even if they were, a few hours long, you can go through it, but nobody's going to click on every video and watch hours of it. They're just not going to do it.
Oh, I agree. I think it's the SoundCloud, sound wall, but I do think it's also funny that, people who know me on this app, who do a quick scan, maybe they want to see themselves or they see people they know. Like my mirror of Clubhouse has created its own like platform, aka, it is this app. I don't know if it's the best of this app, but it's a lot of this app. So I'm just saying that extra replatforming on 3 different platforms creates like a forced network, basically.
You should get with IO to figure out how to just set up a API that calls for every single room to get recorded, and then use AI to spin up the feed into YouTube. If set up correctly, you could literally stream every single room 24/7 on YouTube.
Well, I could set that up in about 5 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I did actually invest in this startup that I launched. We were recording poker rooms. It was called pokerpeeper.com. My friend was a very successful poker player and he was using something called Poker Shark. I was like, well, let's just clone it and start our own, poker scraper.
Poker Shark, the sites loved it because when it brought mediocre players to playing at higher stakes and buying in more and all this shit. But it also caused a situation where it started giving advantages to some people after enough data was collected that it made that and then they started doing the bot blocking. But I don't know if that's really super helpful, because all it would tell you is it would just say this is their tendency to call pre-flop. This is their tendency to call or fold or raise on the flop. Knowing that somebody's aggressive, right? Like uber aggressive, you could say, okay, this guy's uber aggressive. I'm going to play back at them. But in order to do that, you still have to have the cards to be able to play back at them. And what if you fucking run into a big hand, and then you're relying on this data to tell you that their tendencies are to overbet their hands, and with the time that you fucking get good cards, let's say you get jacks, and your opponent that's using PokerShark happens to have kings, queens, or aces. You can find yourself in big trouble over relying on that shit.
So I want to ask this guy, John, is this guy running for Congress? I'm curious about that.
He is. There's a link in the chat on how you can donate too.
Okay. Well, oddly enough, I ran for president, and it didn't work out that great, but happy to chat with you privately about some strategy there if you're interested. If not, all good as well.
Well, I'm all about the now is all important. So why don't you just, tell me what you would want to tell me in private and public? Let's hear what you want to say.
Okay, so Mojo will probably kick me in under a couple minutes for this, but it's going to be incredibly complicated, and it's going to be like, do you want to know just how to win straight out? Like, I can tell you how to win the whole thing right now. In under 3 minutes.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, so here we go. And Mojo will probably kick me, but just be warned with that. So I'm putting my timer 3 minutes. Okay. So setting everything aside, politics, religion, everything. Humanity is right now sandwiched between AI, which is black boxed, meaning that no one knows how it works or how to deal with it, and multi-dimensional spiritual reality. I'll say that again because it's a hard one. Multi-dimensional spiritual reality, meaning there are beings from other dimensions that are currently around Earth that are causing different things. And the third thing is a planet that comes into our solar system once every several thousand years that is causing all the earthquakes and fires and floods and everything else, right? So those three things are what are controlling humanity right now. And if you really want to cultivate the basic core premise of what humanity has concern about, it is the concern about those three things that they don't understand how it's impacting their reality. I think I'm done, actually.
You believe in Nibiru or Planet X? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, so you have Planet X, you have AI, which is negative ET inspired and controlled, and which is designed to, manipulate as many people into slavery as possible. You have central bank digital currency systems that are going to come online. So, and you have the fact that, perhaps we're in Revelations. I have a whole minute left. But I think that's about it, man. So, if you want to win, dude, you have to meet humans where humans are at. And humans, like much of humanity at a basic level, is somewhat aware of these things because they've become personally affected. So if you're going to be at some political layer, you can't win. You have to go to the layer above, So that's what I was going to be doing as president, saying that kind of shit, and people would never want to deal with it. So, so there you go. So that's it.
How does that guarantee victory?
So to humanity with that level of context, and then you win and win and win.
No, but walk me through the math. How do you win?
I only have 8 seconds left, but you just tell people the truth of what situation they're in, and they'll be forever always.
I'm not sure that would work.
I think you're an alpha enough to try it.
Well, I think that you just explained this to a room full of people and nobody seems overly impressed with what you just said.
Well, let me interrupt you real quick and just point out that Mojo posted on X and wrote to Darren LaHood, the guy I'm running against, and he wrote, "Are you planning to debate John Kitover?" And then somebody named Goddess Agrona replied, "Why would anyone want to debate this unstable loser Rockford residents don't?" I wrote, "I agree, Darren LaHood is an unstable loser who has created $20 trillion in debt, lied to everyone about a clot shot of spike proteins, and just added another $2.4 trillion to the deficit." And then a clown and a rhino and a dollar emoji. So, I mean, Mojo got 144 views on that post. What have you done for the campaign today?
My dears, I have an email database of every American in the United States. I can do whatever is required.
I think Goddess Agrona must be dismal.
Like,
John, what do you think? Goddess Agrona? Is that dismal?
I want to see. I'll go on your X page. Let me see what happened.
What the fuck is happening?
Which see are you running for again?
Oh, he's drunk and he's retarded, Roger, if you're wondering what's going on.
I just explained the whole situation of humanity, so...
Oh, Times Square, can you explain to Roger and all of us about how you have hundreds of millions of dollars in lawsuits?
No, because I just explained... I explained all kinds of things.
You're a billionaire.
Hey, hold on. Hakima, how much time we got left for bringing up the girl? Hakima. Anyone got the math on this? Nobody?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, I think the timer's reset to another 35 minutes.
No. How much more time is Scarlett gonna do?
I think there's.
Probably got like about 10 minutes at the most.
Oh no, she's at 20 minutes. She's still got 20 minutes. No doubt. Nope.
You still got that on 15 minutes ago? Or?
Yeah.
Scarlett, I'm sorry. I'm trying to bring you up.
I'm on your X profile, John, and I don't see... The last thing I see is a post about something about lives in Chicago. I don't see anything about what you're saying just now. If you can hear that.
Yeah, I can hear that, but sometimes when I hear things, I just keep breathing, and I just keep breathing.
Why such a dramatic response? So I'm trying to find the post that you were just talking about just now.
I'm just living my life in love so we can get to victory faster.
Okay, so there's no post that actually happened with this whole person you were talking about?
Living my life in love. I don't know if you're aware of this, though, but this is a Mojo positive vibration experience based in love. Don't you get that, though?
Okay. Sure. Alright. That doesn't really mean anything to me, but,
I'm gonna tweet at the Chicago Tribune right now.
Oh, that's real work. Do you see that, though? He's getting us in touch with one of the largest communication networks in the Chicagoland area. What have you done for the campaign today, though?
Dude, the thing is that you gotta do your own political party. You can't do Republican or Democrat. And the values of that party have to be so uniting that it sweeps everything, dude. You know? Let me tell you what happened with the vax. You know what happened with the vax? The liberals went for it first, got lulled into liberal bullshit, and signed up. And then, oh, now we have Trump in, then the Republicans. You know, too much masculinity, too much femininity.
Wait a second, though.
Yeah,
I wanna move this conversation along quicker than you might want it to move. But Mojo, could we maybe get a bid auction to have the removed from the stage? $10. Anybody here want to spend $10 getting the kicked to the goo? Go in the chat right now. The is up for auction at $10 to the goo.
I'll spend $20 instead.
Okay. Link is in the goo. Link is in the chat though. Go ahead. Put it in the. It's in the chat. Go ahead, though. $20 in the chat. Find the link. Post it to the top of the room.
It's $5 for anybody else. Anybody that's not a mod, it's $5.
Well, hold on. How about this? For $100, if he pays $100 between one March, as long as he obeys the rules of the House, he has complete immunity from being removed from stages.
Wow, that's like a membership card to a country club.
Where'd he go?
Well, he demonetized himself, obviously.
I feel so bad. Like I picture myself like being like a boat captain, and I got my girl drowning, and I'm not allowed to throw the raft.
Hey, she down there quoting Booker T. Washington now. Now she's the president. Quoting Booker T. is crazy.
Have you ever seen the movie Spartacus? No, I'm sorry, Ben-Hur, while Charlton Heston is rowing in, the galley of that Roman warship.
Tell us about it.
I'm just thinking about boats, and power, and how you, have hundreds of people rowing a boat, into a battle. I'm just saying that Monica, in the captain's quarters, Our Lady Scarlet, when she rises to the deck of the ship to view the beautiful sunshine outside, which I'm sure she will. Scarlet, I just hope that when you come on, to the top deck of this ship in the goo, that you bring so much more positive vibrations to this room. And I just want you to know this silence in the goo is, sponsored by Hakima. And, take this moment to just be in the now. If you're in your car, drive from point A to point B, and, go do all the things you have to do that you would normally not be doing because you're talking here and, talking and thinking and, maybe you're just sitting in your car not going from point A to point B. Or maybe, there's garbage to be taken out to the alleyway and you need to clean the kitchen. Or perhaps, your bathroom needs to be vacuumed. Something in your house could be done other than being in Clown House right now. So I just want to say thank you, Hakima, for this moment of Zen for Monica.
I hope you come back as a better person and hope this speaks for the whole right president come back
I will say the chimpanzee in the flannel drinking a cup of coffee, I don't know, to me, Monica, if you can't put your actual picture up in the PTR, but you're going to put up, monkey PTRs in flannels drinking coffee, you want attention, but is that really the type of star you are? Is that the type of beautiful light flower you are as a monkey in a flannel? Come on, Monica, do better. This is your Monica Roast, brought to you by Hakima, Clubhouse is a social audio chat app with a roast feature where you can either self-roast or pay to roast obnoxious people. No, we're not saying Monica's obnoxious. We're saying she can be extremely obnoxious, as anyone can be on this app when you are hypnotized with the voice of a sweet Southern belle that sounds so perky and fun and sweet and, pointy. But that's what $40 gets. Silence, peace, harmony, equilibrium, balance.
John, did you see the tweet to the Chicago Tribune?
Let me take a look. Oh, we did get a request from an actual podcast, something called like the Southern Belt or the Farmers Belt podcast or something. They're interviewing all candidates, so we got that coming up, which will be great.
How many more minutes for Scarlett?
She's at the 7-minute mark.
Damn. I miss you, girl.
If you want, you could do a conjugal visit. Just go down to the goo and come back up.
Hey, he did it. That shit is hilarious. He is solidarity.
Wow, that's romantic. I feel like Romeo and Juliet. That's love.
That's real poetic right there.
There's
Serendipity. How about you? You feel in solidarity with Moxie? Want to join them in the group for 5 minutes?
I appreciate Mojo going down there. I was gonna go down there and share in the solidarity with her, but I decided to stay up here.
What do we say? Your name is Serendipity, not Solidarity.
That's okay. I've heard way worse Sakima.
Mojo, there's also a lot of newspapers in Peoria and Rockford that do have X accounts, do have websites, etc. So, outreach to those could be, useful and helpful as well. And also reaching out to other candidates.
Do you have a list of their handles, or do I have to look them up?
No, I don't have a list yet. What I did ask Brock earlier, though, give me, 25 voters in Republican, or 25 voters in Peoria or Rockford who would vote, for candidate Congressman John Kitover, and he gave me that 25 handles. So I started plugging those handles in, copying and pasting to each one. Would you consider signing a petition? And so that, that was like a labor of love, copying and pasting one at a time. I'm sure I don't even know, if there's X marketing, if there's an X, mass marketing platform, but it does, if we had actual organized effort on this app, we could use this app to get a lot of this work done by asking people in the room to actually do some things, maybe.
Hey, for the record, I invited Scarlett to the stage. I don't think she wants this Negro to bring that back up.
Wait, has Scarlett donated any money or no? To the campaign?
It's a negative.
She should donate a penny.
Or no.
Better yet, I'm saying like donate 2
Rich,
cents.
stop. Rich, stop. Stop it. She's back. It's my girl. Let's see. Oh.
I'm gonna move down. Bring me back up.
No, you can stay.
Welcome back, sweetheart.
Hello,
somebody can add their 2 cents, you know, like.
I know, but I know exactly why you want her to donate.
Campaign finance laws. Oh.
Scarlett, can I ask you a
I would,
question?
I would forbid her from donating precisely because of people like you.
Oh, it wouldn't be me. I've made it very clear I would never dox anybody.
That's blatantly untrue. I have screenshots to prove what you've done.
I would love. Oh, you talking about public information? I mean, if you want to go with that criteria, or like definition of doxing, like relinquishing public information.
I'm talking about you made an offhand comment of something that I could trace, and then I went looking for it, and then I found it, and then I'm